All right, what's going on, everyone? So, first time I've ever seen this umpire being ejected from a game. Got this email, and we're just gonna go through it because let me know if you've ever seen anything like this before. I never have in all my games that I've played and coached. Never seen an umpire ejected. So here's the pitch. Pitch is called in. Really has nothing to do with the play because we're gonna see over here on the first base side the umpire is walking over to the dugout right here. You can see him walking over. There was a complaint from the defensive team that they were using a tablet to illegally steal signs, I believe. This happened about a year ago. And apparently the first base umpire here told him to remove that tablet and he wouldn't, and so they tossed him out. That's what I heard. Again, I wasn't here. Now let's just watch the umpire here because this is where it gets really interesting. So you're going to see the manager kind of steps in here, tries to get in between the player and the umpire. Umpire is very animated. He's kind of screaming and yelling at everyone. And let's just watch his action. So far, nothing crazy. You can see that he's obviously upset. And now the manager is going to try to go over to the other umpire and talk to him. And usually in these situations, like the umpires are going to try to diffuse things. But so far, nothing terrible has happened. But in a second here, you're going to see the umpire get pretty pissed. So you got the player talking to the home plate umpire. You have the manager talking to these other two. Now this umpire is going to go around the umpire, and now he's going to try to get in there. And this is where he starts really getting upset. So he starts closing down the distance here. There's a good amount of distance. And I think the manager's saying, like, I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. Now, like, this is where right here, this is what you typically sometimes see this from a coach or manager that's been thrown out of the game. But watch the umpire, like, really stick his face in there, like right there. Like now he's really, it's almost like he's instigating it. You can see obviously the manager kind of making a show, turning around, be like, I'm not doing anything. So again, sticks his face in again. Manager doesn't want to talk to him at all now. And the umpire he keeps wanting to get in people's faces. So now he's getting like really, really close to this player. And you can see all the guys on the bench, all these guys back here, like they're saying the same. Here he goes again. So now this is where you can tell. I'm going to stop it real quick and come back here. Again, I've never really seen an umpire do this. I've seen umpires and managers like go nose to nose. But this feels like it's more instigated over and over again by the umpire. So like right here, he gets right up in his face. And now the home plate umpire, I think, realizes, okay, we've got more of an issue with the umpire than with the player. Like he's in between both, but he's pushing the umpire back. He's not pushing the player back. Usually the umpires are like trying to push the players back. He's trying to push the umpire back. And this is where he gets in big trouble right here. I'm going to rewind it again. All right, so let's just watch. He starts to walk away here, and now he wants to turn and bump him. And as an umpire, like in this situation again, all you really need to do, if you have a player that's coming after you, just keep walking. Like you don't need to get the last word, and you've thrown the player out. So just keep walking away. Like just the situation will end if you just keep walking, and someone else will grab this player. But he turns around, kind of jabs him there in the chest, and now he's really getting restrained by the umpire. And now they're going to keep trying to push back. Now, obviously, the manager's pissed. And he's saying, throw him out, throw him out. He needs to go, he needs to go. This umpire is going to drag him and try to walk him down here and try to talk to him. Now the player's going to try to start to get there. This is always my favorite thing, too, when it's like the fake, like I'm trying to get there, and guys hold him back, even though you could probably easily get around those guys. Okay, so now we get on the phone. So they're talking. I'm sure this manager right here said, like, I want this guy, I want the umpire gone. I want him ejected. He can't continue to umpire. So I don't know who this is, but he's on the phone with somebody, the higher-ups, to figure out, okay, what do we do here? Do we throw an umpire out of the game? Like, I don't understand what we're supposed to do. So they give the phone to this umpire, and now his job, he's talking, and now he's like, okay. All right, you want to talk to him? Yeah? All right, here you go. Talk to him. You give him the news. I'm not giving him the news. So they talk for a while. I'm sure he wants to explain the situation. And then eventually, they're going to tell him right here, yep, you're gone. You're ejected. And now he's pissed. And now he's yelling at everybody. And again, we don't know what he's saying. But he starts to walk away. He's got to walk. And then he turns around now. He's going to come back. Now the umpire's got to walk him out and say, come on, dude. You've been ejected. Like, let's not end your umpiring career by doing something crazy here. And he's got to make this really lonely walk all the way to center field. And I won't make you watch it all. I guess I got to make you watch one more time because he turns around here and he starts coming back again. He's like, dude, just please leave. Now he puts his finger in his chest. Now this umpire's like, okay, I'm going to get out of here. So I don't know whatever happened to this umpire. Maybe you guys know how big a trouble he got into. And again, like, I don't know exactly what was happening down there. But as an umpire, I always feel like, really as anything, even as a manager, I try to do this, and I've never been in this type of altercation, but I try not to let my emotions get the best of me, especially as an umpire. You just have to walk away. You throw the guy out and you start arguing with people, just walk away. Even if they're screaming and yelling, even if they won't leave you alone, just keep walking, get out of there. I've seen umpires walk, all the way down the line and let the other umpires kind of deal with it, separate people, and then eventually cooler heads prevail. But he's got to walk all the way out, and then he finally gets out here, and he leaves through the outfield fence, and that's the end. We continue the game. So never seen that before. Never seen an umpire get thrown out of a game. Never seen an umpire. I've seen managers and umpires get chest to chest and screaming and yelling, but never to the point where they felt like the umpire instigated it or did anything where they needed to be ejected. Let me know if there's a game that you've seen, and let me know your thoughts on what you just saw here. But I do think you have to eject them, get rid of them, like just send them away, because I don't think the game was going to end well. There was too many guys that were screaming and yelling at him. He clearly was extremely upset, and he was having a tough time controlling his emotions. I just think it was going to become a disaster. We're only in the first inning here. We're literally we're 2 outs into the bottom of the inning, so we got a long ways to go. That was probably the best course of action. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.